Hey everyone, as promised, I'm going to show you what we're going to do with the rest of the chicken and chicken stock that was left for making the low carb Alfredo recipe that I recently shared. If you haven't seen it, I'll link it up above on the cards, but let's get to today's recipe of jambalaya. Now why do I say jambalaya? Because we're making it in a low carb style. This has 0 rice and I'm unfortunately allergic to tomato, so I cannot add any tomato sauce, any of that. So this is what I make when I'm craving jambalaya and I'm on a low carb diet and can't have rice, and what I do to have that jambalaya-esque kind of taste to my food. So let's turn you around and show you how we're doing this. Here is our chicken returned to the Instant Pot. The chicken was chilled, and now we have the chicken and the chicken broth. So what we are going to do, there are 2 ways that I do this. Because I'm in a hurry, instead of going to a slow cook, which you can do, and the slow cook is fine, you can put the lid back on, slow cook it, I am actually going to put it on saute. Now, it will be on saute mode for 30 minutes. You cannot put the lid on an Instant Pot when it's on saute. We've tried, it beeps, it doesn't let you. So, we are going to put it on saute. It is now on. This will heat up extremely quickly, so I need to hurry and gather the rest of my ingredients. First thing we're adding is 1 bag of riced frozen cauliflower. Also, side note real quick, if you're in a really super big hurry, all of these bags can be steamed that I'm actually using. I prefer to buy steamer bags in case I need to make it in a hurry, but for now I'm actually just going to dump it in from frozen. 2 bags of chopped green bell pepper. 1 bag of the frozen chopped onion. And I'm going to start, now this may not be enough, I'm going to start with 2 tablespoons of the Zatarain's Creole seasoning. So we're going to use a wooden spoon this time instead of one of my silicone ones, because I need something that can stir heavy amounts of food. The silicone one could do it, but I'm in a hurry, so I'm going to use this because it can also chop up the frozen cauliflower. And if you listen, it's starting to get really warm on that bottom, which is exactly what I need right now. So a couple things to talk about real quick while I'm stirring. If you did not already have chicken left over and chicken broth from cooking chicken in the Instant Pot, I will link it up here, where we made chicken in the Instant Pot for the first time, how we did it, how we turned out, and we actually compare it simultaneously to chicken cooked in the oven. And you can watch how we do it there. Literally what we usually end up doing right now is, so we can make like multiple meals out of the same pack of meat, we just buy a large family pack of chicken, cook it in the Instant Pot right now, and we will divide it up into 2 different meals. If we can reuse the stock, great. If not, we freeze it for meal prep for later when we need chicken stock for recipes but aren't necessarily going to cook chicken. Like one of our favorite potato soup recipes calls for chicken stock. So we'll just freeze it, double bag it in a Ziploc, and put it in our deep freeze labeled as chicken stock, and it can hold enough for about 3 months. While the frozen vegetables are starting to heat up, I am actually going to add another meat. Now I've explained this before, we live in the mountains of East Tennessee. Shrimp is not available. So what I actually grew up eating to go with my jambalaya was chicken and Polska sausage, because we didn't have shrimp. So what I'm going to do is, while the vegetables are heating up, I'm going to chop the Polska sausage and just add it to it. If I had time, I would saute it with a little bit of butter, but again, this is also working for me as a 1 meal pot so that we can make it, eat it, and head out the door. 5 minutes in, and there's already steam starting to come up, even with so much frozen vegetable in, which is why if I'm in a hurry, I can just saute this in the Instant Pot and it becomes very much a 1 pot meal. I started a little before 4 o'clock. It is 4:29 and the food is already visibly steaming. I did go ahead and add 2 more tablespoons of the Creole seasoning, and I also ground up some peppercorn into the Instant Pot. So we're gonna stir it and try it. One thing to keep in mind is if you add that much frozen vegetable, it is gonna add liquid back in from the water from the frozen vegetable. It's okay because I didn't quite have enough chicken broth for making it the way that I wanted it. And again, this is jambalaya-esque. It's just a meal that we throw together for us for low carb quick meals. So let's spoon this out and see how it tastes. Here's a little tip that we have from getting kids to try jambalaya. One of ours actually really likes jambalaya but doesn't like a lot of spice like the rest of us do. So we let her add a small portion of ranch to cool it off. Now we know that's not the traditional way to eat jambalaya, but if you're looking for a way for your whole family to eat it together, try letting your kids try a little bit of ranch on it. Another topping that we've also tried with it that we really like is yum yum sauce. So that is it for our jambalaya-esque low carb meal. If you're looking for something that's low carb, kinda has a flavor of jambalaya, try this out. Let us know if you like it. Leave us a comment in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.